Okay, everybody. Hello. Welcome to TTC seminar, Form 3 seminar here. Today we will cover chapter 1 and chapter 2 today. Yeah, everybody. I believe you guys are ready, so we're gonna start now. Now today what we're gonna do here is the flow. This is my original plan. Now whether is it able to achieve or not, I cannot guarantee, okay? But I try my best to cover as much as I can within this 1 hour 30 minutes. Now, what we're gonna do today is number 1, we're gonna go through the exam format. Okay, yes, we need to go through a bit because there's some typo there again. Now, number 2, revision checklist. The revision checklist. This is something new that we do it for all of you here. And later on we will spend some time to do the latihan. Now, because Form 3, you guys, your chapter 1 and chapter 2 is like a lot. It's like a lot of things we need to go through. Okay. So therefore, what I will do is, because normally I will do the latihan together with the students. But I realize that Form 3 is a bit hard. So I'm gonna show the answer directly later when I discuss the question. I will directly show the answer. So you guys, if you're unable to finish everything, you cannot finish copy everything, mama. So many points there. So what you do is, I encourage you guys to screenshot. Okay? Yeah. Screenshot is the best. Why just now I mentioned, remember just now I asked you guys to help me to check the PDF file, go to the Google Drive there. Now, the place that you download the notes, I want you guys to go and check there. Is there the answer, is it posted in the Google Drive there? I want you guys to go and check, is because if the answer already uploaded to the file, can I encourage you guys to download it so that you got the same answer with me, like, the same answer here, so we can review the answer together. And then after we finish the seminar, you only do your own writing part. You only copy back the answer into your notes. Are you guys with me? Because later we really, guys, chapter 1 and chapter 2 is a lot. As you all know, chapter 2 is so many stories we need to go through. Okay? Are you guys okay? So that's why I asked you guys to download. I asked you all to help me to check. Do you know where to check the answer? You go to the link tree, the one that you join our Google, the link that you press to get the Zoom meeting. Yeah, the same thing. You see the page there, the link tree page there. There is a column, there's a part called PDF notes and answer. Can you guys help me to check? And let me know. If if there's no answer, you just tell me no, teacher, no answer. Yeah. Anyone here? Can help me check? Now I see none of you reply me, so I assume there is no answer lah. Okay, then no answer is okay, then you screenshot lah. Okay, everybody come. Revision checklist, later we'll go through, but now let's look at the exam format. I understand you all already know what is the exam format. I know you guys are very familiar with your exams. Oh, got answer. Thank you, Lashanda. Okay, everybody, got answer. So can you spend some time, go and download? I encourage you guys to download. But if you okay to screenshot lah. Okay, up to you. I give you guys the choice to make. Okay, but let's look at the exam format. I understand some of you may think, teacher, why do you need to explain the exam format? Okay, it's very important for all of you to know and familiar with the exam format. You need to familiarize. Means that you need to know what is the exam, how does it look like. Like just now, some student, they ask me how many marks. To be honest, this is your 3rd year sitting for Sejarah exam. You should have some idea about exam format. I'm not saying that you cannot ask me question, can, but sometimes the way you guys ask me question also very funny. Teacher, this one, will they ask in exam? You look at the notes, you look at the things there. It's like, if there's a lot of information for that particular subtopic, meaning high chances they might ask you in the structure or essay. Are you with me? Like all those factor, kesan, as you guys know, you should know. By now you should know lah. But again, I assume all of you don't know, so I'm gonna teach. Okay. Now, your seminar here, exam format here, bahagian A, B, C, we have 3 sections. Bahagian A is 20 questions, you all know. A, within 2 hours, oh my god. Now listen, within 2 hours, you need to complete A, B, C section. A is 20 question, 20 marks. B is the 4 structure question, 40 marks. Are you with me? Bahagian A, objective, 20 marks. Bahagian B, 4 question, 40 marks. As usual, you need to answer everything. Part C is the one that I want you guys to change it. It's actually 2 questions only, but you need to answer 1. And the marks is 20 marks also. 2 soalan, tapi jawab 1 soalan saja. Are you with me? It's okay if you really don't know where to get the answer. It's okay lah. Don't waste the time to go and find it lah. Later you screenshot my answer lah. Then after that you go back and download again. Is it okay? It's okay lah. Now a bit. Like, I know, I understand you guys don't know where to find, but it's okay. Later I will show the answer one. But I just encourage you guys to download it. It's okay. Now, everybody, what I want to tell you here is, can you see how many marks was, like, allocate to every single section? So I just want to let you guys know, okay, that bahagian B, all the structure question is most of the time is 2 to 4 marks question. These are the basic, simple things that you should know by now. When you do the structure question, I know 1 question 10 marks, but you guys know what I mean one. Each and every single question, the bahagian A, part A, B, C. For section B, all the A, B, C question, the structural question, the marks allocated is like 2 to 4 marks. Agree? Okay lah, sometimes got 3 marks but it's always the range, 2 to 4. And then for the essay, 1 question, 20 marks 1 question, 20 marks. They give you 2, you just need to answer 1. That's why this section is 20 marks only. And you need to understand 1 question, 20 marks, meaning each section is like approximately like 6 marks to 8 marks. Sometimes got 4 marks, but the common one is 6 marks to 8 marks, the range. Everybody, are you guys with me? For those of you who don't know all these things, I really want to let you guys know. You should know by now. Objective is 1 question, 1 mark. Structure, each part, okay, for the structure, is like the range is like 2 to 4 marks. And then for essay is 6 to 8 marks. Now, why do you need to know all these marks? Because it's very important so that when you prepare your revision, when you study your nota, when you do the question and when you read the answer, you know how many points you need to give. And you know how many huraian you should memorize. You know, a lot of times I receive like all those questions like asking me, teacher, which one I need to memorize? Everything, memorize this and that. To be honest, you should have like what is it called? You agak know, you should know how many points you should remember. Because if you know your exam format well, so that's why I want to, right now I spend some time with you guys to go through the exam format. You see, if the question is 2 to 4 marks, right? Meaning what? Meaning your teacher will ask you 2 to 4 points. And essay, like all those factor, kesan, all those process, when the question asks you all these things, then meaning you need to give me 6 to 8 marks. 6 to 8 marks. Now I know you guys will tell me, teacher, I cannot memorize so many points. That's why for those who attended my physical class and online class, my own student, you should know this thing. I mentioned this a lot of times. When it comes to memorizing the huraian, the huraian means the elaboration. Sometimes it's a lot. You cannot finish everything. As I said, minimum 2 points, maximum 4 points. Tell yourself minimum memorize 2. Why? Because I want to make sure all of you able to secure your 2 to 4 marks question. Are you with me? The reason why I always tell the student 2 to 4 points. Memorize 2 to 4 contoh, 2 to 4 huraian. Always 2 to 4. Because you need to prepare yourself. If the question is asking you in the structure, you can score everything. If the question is asking you essay, you at least can score half of it. Correct? Imagine you memorize 4 points and then the essay asks you 8 marks. At least you get half of it. It's better than nothing. So everybody, I just want to encourage you guys, don't waste your time just to memorize one particular subtopic. You understand? if you're able to memorize everything, good. But if you cannot, it's time to move on. You need to tell yourself, okay, I memorized 2 to 4 points already. Enough already. I need to move on. If I go extra time, I only come back. Because this is another question that always students tell me, teacher, I cannot finish. I tell them, why you didn't do the don't know what question? I didn't memorize. Because not enough time to study. Why not enough time? Number one, you last minute study. Number two, you memorize everything. And you're wasting your time for that one particular subtopic. That's the reason why you cannot finish. That's the reason why you find it so difficult to study and memorize. Everybody, are you guys with me? Later, I will show you what does it mean 2 to 4 marks. For new student, like you are very new to my class, I see some of you here, your names are very new to me. So this is what I always tell them. This is how you should prepare. Of course, you're able to finish everything, memorize everything. Okay, so guys, your paper total is 80 marks. And then your teacher, then your school teacher will convert everything. If you guys have no homework marks, because some school teacher, they will give you the homework marks. Like there's a 10, I don't know what is it called. Last time my school is called pair bell marks. So if your school got pair bell marks, then you converted to 90 lor. But if your school teacher did not give you the pair bell marks or anything, then from the 80, you see your marks score, okay, your marks score in the paper, X over 80 times 100. And that is your total marks. This one, tugasan, this one, don't care. Ignore it. Because not every single school will do this kerja khusus, what we call project. So this one is like, you don't care. So we focus on this part here. So this is your exam format. I believe all of you are good with it. Am I right? So can I move on? If everybody, you are good, can I get the responses here? If you are good, press 1. Come on. Remember, stick with the numbers. 1 and 3. 1 and 3. You should be very sensitive with numbers. You should be very good with numbers by now. Because you just attended seminar, mathematics seminar. Okay. Now, I only got 3 students reply me. How about the rest? Are you all good? 4 students. The rest of you, if you are good, you just press 1. Yeah. It's like telling me I can move on already. Okay. So for those of you want to screenshot, you screenshot. Okay, now good. If everybody was good, it's time to really go through this checklist. Now, checklist, I need you all to help me to write down some points and highlight some keywords. Now, what is checklist? Now, I tell you guys the idea about why we prepare this checklist. The idea of this checklist is actually because of, we realize a lot of students, when they prepare revision, they're very lost. And they don't know what to study. Okay, when I ask students, you do revision already or not? How you do revision? This is what the student always tell me. Teacher, I cannot finish lah. Teacher, I read lor. I don't think I can finish lor. I'm gonna fail. 我要 fail 了. I will fail. You know, this is what they always tell me. I cannot finish. It's a lot. Or maybe some of them, they even tell me, teacher, I don't know how to study. I don't know how to memorize. So that's the reason why we came out with this revision checklist. Check all these things. Make sure you understand, you remember all these things before you go for exam. Of course, this checklist did not include every single thing. It only includes what we think that is important one. What we think that is the important one. Are you guys with me? All good? So if let's say, like example, checklist, this is how you should use the checklist. Example, your chapter 1 got 4 subtopics. Chapter 1.1, we have 4 important questions here. Okay, this is the important one. Okay, of course got extra stuff, but we only want you guys to focus on the important one. So if let's say you remember, now example 1.1. 1.1, we talk about stability and prosperity. Kestabilan and kemakmuran. Kestabilan is come from the word stable, you guys know. Kemakmuran, you draw money there. It's about wealth, money, prosperity. So you guys know about all these things, right? You know. Okay, you know that it's talking about stability and kemakmuran. So under this subtopic here, you need to know what is the thing that makes us stable. They say, kestabilan negara kita. Why they say our country is very stable? Because of our government. So when we talk about, this is the thing that you need to remember. Chapter 1, when we talk about stability, you need to remember, there is a government. So if you remember, all our government got Raja, Pembesar, Penghulu, and you remember all their peranan. I mean to write down. You remember all the peranan. In your textbook, they will give you a pyramid one. Sorry, not the triangle. In your textbook, they will give you the triangle. They're telling you the king, and then the Pembesar, and then the Penghulu. Correct not? So you need to remember all their peranan. If you remember, congratulations. Move on. You remember all the leaders, the king, what did they do? These are the things that you need to remember. So if you remember, put a tick. Number 2, when we talk about stability, we talk about the law. So you need to tell me we have 2 types of law. One is the undang-undang tidak bertulis, another one is bertulis. The written law and the non-written law. The non-written law is actually referring to adat. Okay, can I encourage you guys to write down? Adat means what? Customs law. Example, adat Temenggung, adat Pepatih. The written law is the one that has records. Ada buku punya. So, for example, like hukum, kanun, Melaka. Example. So you see, if you remember all these things, right, then guys, can I tell you something? If you remember all these things, you actually don't need to spend extra time to go and read the textbook. Are you with me? Like if you remember all these things, if you remember, I remember the law, got the Melaka law, then like this and that, you remember, then okay lah, move on lah. Don't waste your time, open the book, chapter 1, 1.1, study bit by bit. Waste of time. If you ask me, for those of you, you are my student, you know me very well. I'm a writing person. I'm not a reading person. Because the more I read, the more I feel discouraged. And the more I read, the more I feel sleepy. For me lah. So I will go for latihan. So example, this is like a checklist for me, telling me, oh, I remember all these things. Okay, I jump to question. I do latihan. And I will tell myself, I also lazy. I also lazy. I totally understand you guys will say, teacher, I lazy to copy the answer. I lazy to do the latihan. You tell yourself, you do the latihan, you are actually memorizing the answer directly. So which one you choose? You want to memorize the textbook or you memorize the answer directly? I don't know you guys are. For me, I will choose go for the answer. So that's why this is how I encourage myself. You need encouragement when sometimes you revision. So this checklist is like a guideline for you. Example, some students, they actually don't remember the education. Mandarin class, they ask me, teacher, what is pendidikan formal? What is tidak formal? What is this? What is that? Okay, then, you see, the moment you are not clear, okay, it's worth your time to, this one worth your time to study, because you really tak boleh ingat mah. So then you go and study what is informal, formal, educational. Are you guys with me? So this is the way how I do revision. Is that more effective? Okay. Now, everybody, chapter 1 here. Are you guys all good? Now, you see, when we talk about stability, we talk about pemerintahan. There's a missing A here, sorry. Pemerintahan is talking about the government leadership. That's why we talk about all these leaders. Number 2, we talk about the law. And can I encourage you guys to write down number 3? There's a missing point there. I need you all to help me to write down. Number 3 is about the relationship. So your teacher will ask you, what is the kepentingan relationship? The third thing that makes our country stable, stronger, is kepentingan hubungan luar. We're talking about having relationship with other kingdoms. And what is the importance here? We total have 4. So can I encourage you guys to write down 1, menstabilkan pentadbiran. I know it's a bit squeeze, but yeah, you squeeze a bit lah. Menstabilkan pemerintahan. Number 2, meluaskan pengaruh. Expand your influential power. Number 3, is protection. And number 4, memajukan ekonomi. Memajukan economy. I guess good. So these are the three things that makes our country stable. Sorry, I write into very ugly, but bear with me. So you see, I read menstabilkan pemerintahan, meluaskan pengaruh, melindungi daripada ancaman actually. Melindungi means protection And number 4, memajukan ekonomi. These are the 4 kepentingan. These are the only 4 things you need to memorize. Okay. Now these three are talking about the kestabilan. Kestabilan, why our country is so stable. And these are the reasons that causes the Western country they plan to come and take over our country. The 3 things are. These are what the Westerners says. The negara barat think that we are very stable. So government, law, and the hubungan law. And then they say we are very rich. Number 3, this is question number 3, number 4, sorry. Number 4, this is number 5. Now question number 4 is talking about the hasil bumi. The Western country, they think that we are very rich with the resources. So guys, can you give me some example of all these resources here? Bahan galian, hasil laut, hasil hutan. When we say gali means what? Dig. You can get from the underground. What are the things that you can get from the underground? Come on, the famous one. I give you guys a clue. Example, E. Back then, emas. Thank you. Gold. And then what? BJ? Timah. Correct lah. Yeah lah. These are the examples. How about hasil laut? Hasil laut here. Hasil laut, rumpai laut. Perak also can. Perak here can write, but I choose these 2 lah. These 2 famous lah. Now, hasil laut is rumpai laut. It's like something like a seaweed. And then for me, I will go for mutiara. Guys, did you realize one thing? Actually, if you read your nota, right, or you read your textbook, right, they give you a lot of example. They give you a lot of example at huraian. But did you realize one thing? I stick with the rule. I cannot memorize everything, so I memorize 2. Minimum 2. But if let's say this is so important, then I memorize more. Example, sirip ikan yu, damar, rumpai laut, mutiara. Example, your teacher tell you, okay, I will ask about hasil bumi. Then memorize everything lah. You know your teacher give you the tips already I mean, provided the teacher is reliable Because I realized that some school teacher, they say, oh, this one will come out, but end up no come out. You know, sometimes they give the tips is the fake tips. So be aware. So I'm preparing you guys for everything. Now, hasil laut, hasil hutan. In the forest, what can you get? For me, I will definitely go for rotan. Okay, the other one you choose. Okay, some of you give me remparatus. Can, why not? Remparatus don't give me kayu A lot of people, they give me kayu. No. Remember, something that is expensive. Something that can make money. Come on. Money, bro. Not form 2 answer, guys. Don't give me form 2 gaharu here. No. Forest in the jungle. What can you get? Okay lah. If I'm the student, I will go for rotan and remparatus. Okay. Getah, no. Getah is not really in the forest, man. Getah is more like getah. Okay, you want to mention getah is like getah. There's a specific getah. So I don't encourage you guys to write getah. Yeah. Okay, guys. Let's talk about formal education and informal education. Because this is one of the things that is under kemakmuran. It makes our country prosperity. So guys, to make our country prosperity, we need education. When we talk about formal education, what do you remember? Remember, formal means there is an institution. You need to go to a place to attend a class. And there will be teachers, there will be a book, there will be a textbook. So you need to know the education. They focus on what? Come on. Now, formal education, they focus on what? Religion. Oh my gosh, sorry. Religion education. Correct? And you need to tell me where is the place they study. Example, masjid. Example, pondok. Example, surau. Example, madrasah. Madrasah is the agama Islam school. It's like a proper school. There are classes, everything. Yes, palace. Thank you so much, palace. And then we got the leaders teaching. Yep. So these are the things that you need to remember. Don't worry, later we'll do latihan. Later we'll do the essay together. Now, number 2, tidak formal. How about tidak formal? Tidak formal is actually what we call early education. Early childhood education. Early education. Pendidikan awal. Normally, who teach you? You need to tell me. Tidak formal is who teach you. You see, formal is teacher ma. Formal is the teacher, the respective leaders. But tidak formal is actually your family. And you need to remember, they teach you about skills. Your daddy, mommy teach you surviving skills. Teach you how to cook. Last time is plantation. And the way, how they teach you is also very important. So this is how you do revision, guys. Instead of reading the whole textbook, I told you I'm not a reading person. I read, I will sleep. So this is how I test myself. Okay, I record. And then I will straight away jump to the latihan. Okay, but before we jump to the latihan, can we do the whole review first? Now, guys, because just now I realized that when I jump here and there, students are a bit confusing. So I plan to do this. I will go through the whole chapter 1 checklist with you all. Only we go and settle the question. Is it okay? Is it okay for you guys to do this? Yeah. Okay, so for those of you who need to screenshot the 1.1, screenshot now. And ask me question now if you guys got anything you want to confirm. If everybody, you are good, press 1. So guys, keep this checklist. This checklist is like telling you what to study for this 1.1. So stop asking me like, oh, teacher, what should I study? Oh, this one is important. I told you, all these are important. Okay? Now, if you guys are all good, following, we move on. If you want to ask question, you press 3, You want me to slow down, it's 3. I choose 1 and 3. Don't ask me why. This is like rule I set. I randomly choose the number 1. Okay, if you guys have no question, we shall move on to 1.2. 1.2 is also a popular question. Oh yeah, I forgot to emphasize one thing. Actually, right, chapter 1 is a very easy chapter. It talks about Western country come to our country. And you need to know the summary, like the why and the how and the, So basically your chapter 1 is like a summary of your Form 3 syllabus. I repeat, your chapter 1 is like a summary of the Form 3 syllabus. Is it very difficult to understand? Not really, because they didn't tell you the very detailed version, but it is very important. Not difficult, but it's important. Example, all these factors. In future, when you start to learn chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, you will start to realize that, oh my God, all this is repeated. Because of the geta, because of this, because of that, that's why they come here. Correct? So guys, 1.2 is talking about factor. Factor kedatangan kuasa barat. Okay? Just now 1.1 is like an introduction about our kingdom, about our country. Oh, our country is very stable because we got the government, the law and everything. And then very prosperity because we got the resources and the education. And number 2, 1.2 here is the factor. When we talk about factor, it based on the timeline. You need to know why. It's time to know why the Western country they came here. Now the timeline is very important, so please take note in your exam. If the question got mentioned they will give you the number 1. Confirm. Okay. It's either they give you the number or either they give you this directly and you just elaborate. Either one. Okay. So I will say you need to be careful with the timeline. The year. This one for this part only lah. Okay. Now think like this guys, we have 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sometimes your teacher very pattern. They just give you like one number. Like abad, factor abad ke-18. Same answer lah, revolusi pendudukan. Sometimes the question give you abad ke-19. Same answer lah. So don't overthink. Some students, they overthink. Like they tell me, oh my God, teacher, they're asking for 18th century only. Which one? You only got one answer, so go for it. Like this one, 19 to 20 centuries. Teacher, the question is asking 19. Don't how? Write all lah. It's okay, right? Same answer only. Don't overthink. Okay? So guys, let's look at the 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20s. This is how I teach the student to remember. Remember, Western people come here during 16th century. Hello, this is like a beginner stage. Level 1, the first time they came here. They are still at the exploration stage. Are you with me? They are still exploring. They actually don't know what is the exact location here, you know. They just based on what people say and based on the map they have, they just aga say that, oh, they want to come to Southeast Asia. Oh, there's like an island there. So they are like an explorer, you know, the Dora Explorer. So I always tell the student, 16th century, they are exploring. They are here, they travel here, and it's to do business. It's to shopping. It's not like what you guys thinking, like, oh, they're very intentional. They are here to attack, conquer. They want to take over everything. No lah, they are here to just shopping. Because they also don't know what we have here. So they are here to buy all those barangan mewah, number one. What are the barangan mewah? You mentioned just now, our resources. They are here to buy emas, biji timah, rempah ratus. They want to buy something from China too. I guess with me? So for if you ask me, I will go for rempah ratus. Because this is the common thing that everybody wants back then when they are here. They want spices from us. Gold, silver, biji timah. Good, for some of you, you remember all these things very good. Number 2, can you see I draw a boat? I draw a shape, a boat. So meaning I need a place to stop by. So they travel here. They want to trade with us, so they need to stop by at the port. So pelabuhan persinggahan. So the reason why they came here is because we have the pelabuhan. We have the pelabuhan for them to stop by. Persinggahan means stop by. So in this case, you need to tell me that, we have the pelabuhan persinggahan. We prepare the facility for them. We become a place for them to stop by to wait for what? Remember, guys, why they stop by to our country? Why they cannot continue their journey? They stop by here sometimes is because of what? Angin. Come on, angin apa? Angin, monsoon. Really, guys? The reason why they stop by here is because it's not safe for them to continue travel. So they need to wait for the angin monsoon. That's how you remember. You need to keep asking yourself why they stop by here. Not just blindly read everything. Because sometimes, guys, you are very smart. You are not that dumb, okay? Don't look down on yourself. Don't keep on telling me that I will fail. Sometimes it's not that difficult. It's just that you are too used to it lah. You are too used to it that spoon feed everything to you. So it's time to mature. Okay? Understand? Don't always rely on your teachers and the notes. Ask yourself, why they stop by? Oh, wait for angin monsoon. Oh, because the facility lah. They want to get food, water, and the facility. You know, enjoy the facility there. And number 3, they want to collect something. Now, this one collection here, I want you guys to write down China. It's not they want to collect things from China. They want to collect something from us so that they can exchange with China. Because they want to buy Chinese tea. But China people very sombong. They say they don't want the money. Your China says, I don't want your money. I want rempah ratus, gold, silver, biji timah. All these things we have. Our country here have. That's the reason why the Westerners here to collect. And the last one is the religion. They are here to share the religion, Christian. Can you see? 16th century is about shopping, exploration, and sharing religion. It's nothing related about jajahan. Are you with me? Okay. Now, 18th century, 17th and 18th century, within that 200 years, right? The Western countries, they experience revolusi perindustrian. So revolusi means revolution. Just in case some of you don't know what is revolution, it's a change. It's a big change. Everybody listen here. It's a very big change. And right now, all these Western countries, right? From pertanian, last time they very focused on agriculture, but now they upgraded, they become industrial. They want to develop industry. So they need what? They need the resources, bahan mentah. I repeat, they need resources, bahan mentah. Now think about it. Now actually they can buy. I want you guys to see the pattern. You see, 16th century, they buy all these things from us. So they know we have the resources. We have the BJT, we have the gold, we have the silver. They know, oh, Asia country got resources. But now, 17th and 18th century, they change to industrial, develop the industry, and they need a lot of bahan mentah. Do you think they will come and buy from us? Think about it. They need a lot. Meaning, if they want to buy from us, they need to buy a lot. Is it worth it? It's not worth it. Because they need to spend a lot of money. It's not earning anything. They are not gaining any profit. Are you with me? So to make more money, to make more profit, they say, I need more resources. Therefore, I need to attack. I need to conquer. So this is the moment you see the word called Tanah Jajahan. They start to colonize the area to get the resources and to get market. Pasaran. Sorry. I know, very ugly. Pasaran. Because my Apple Pencil, the tip got problem. I haven't buy the tip. Pasaran. So this is the three answers. They are here for resources. They are here for the land. They are here for the market. Okay? I want you guys to see the change. See, they change. Revolution. Now, that's why after 19th and 20th century, you can see they are very clear with what they want. You see, they are still exploring. That's why they buy, collect, very chill like so. But here, they're very intentional. Wow, they got purpose already. They got a goal. So they are here for our land because they say our land is very suitable, good for plantation, agriculture. Number two, they say we have a lot of resources. Now, guys, speaking of the land, when we say that our land is very suitable, can you guys tell me? When we say that our land is very suitable, what did we plant back then? They say that our land is very suitable, good for plantation. What do we plant back then to make money? Remember, to make profit. We plant paddy. Okay, paddy, yes, is the main food resources, but that's not making money. Yes, my dear, the answer is getah. So can I teach you the way how to memorize? For me, this is how I remember. The land is very suitable. We all know. This is point number one. And how do we remember this industry kereta? Remember, they manufacturing cars. Why they able to manufacturing cars? Because they have the getah for tire. Alright? Remember in this way. This is the relationship. They are here for our land. They're using our land to plant rubber tree. They use the rubber to make tires for their cars. So this is the reason why they are here. In 1920th centuries, because they manufacturing, they start to develop in industry kereta, so they need getah. Okay? Now, speaking of resources, come on. Hey, you all know lah, the resources. What's the resources they want to get from us? Gold and silver, but another thing is what? BJ Tima. Do you know BJ Tima can use it for what? Tin. Come on. Can you see the relationship here? That's how I remember, guys. Can I tell you a secret? Normally lah, in essay lah, if they just want me to explain the factor 19th-20th century, I will remember this field enough already. Because by writing these three answers here, already 3 marks, and then I give like relevant explanation, like I say plant getah 1 mark, you give me taya another 1 mark. So I just give some huraian, I can score 8 marks already lor. 2 huraian for each, 8 marks already is more than enough. But of course, I encourage you guys, please also remember the rest of the points here. Okay? Now, point number 4. They have a shortcut, Terusan Suez. You guys know, right, the Terusan Suez? They form a shortcut, Terusan Suez, so speed up the process. So it's like nearer and faster to reach our country here. Number 5, they have the kapal wap. Kapal wap means what? The steamship. And number 6, telegraph. Telegraph is for connectivity, so you get able to contact people faster. So you see, we have all this technology. That's why this encourage This encourage the people come here. These are the reason why. The reason why they are here. So factor means why. Ask yourself, why? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Competition. Persaingan means competition. Remember, remember that the bigger the land you have, you see, all these Western countries right now, they colonize a lot of area. They come and explore, take over the lands. Why they need so many land? The more land you have, the more resources you have. Bigger the land, more resources, and tinggi sanjungan. You have more respect, more power, correct? People will think that, wow, you are so good and so powerful. And lastly, slogan Bebas Orang Putih. Slogan Bebas Orang Putih, basically all the Western country using it, only except France, Perancis. Perancis is the only country that use another slogan. But Bebas Orang Putih, remember, the Westerners, the Orang Putih lah, the whites, the Western people lah, they call themselves as Orang Putih. And they say that we become their burden, correct? And they use this slogan to rationalize their colonization. Merationalkan penjajahan mereka. They say until like, oh yo, it's because I care for you lah, huh? You are my burden. You are something that we worry about. And you guys are so weak, and we are here to membantu negara Asia. Southeast Asia. To develop our tamadun. To make our tamadun better. They say that our tamadun is low. That's why they are here to help us. So they mention until like, wow, we are like, they care for us. They care for us. We are the burden for them. So they carry the burden. They feel it. They want to help us. So they make it like sound so good. Rationalize it. Are you guys good? Now, if you ask me, I will say the chapter 1.1 and 1.2 are very important. But for 1.3 and 1.4, so. So later we'll do more questions in 1.1 and 1.2. Now 1.3 and 1.4, everybody, quick. I need you guys to do some corrections here. The 1.3, this is not 1.3. This title is 1.4, actually. So I want you guys to write 1.3. Persaingan kuasa barat untuk mendapat tanah jajahan. Everybody, you good? The competition to get the land. Basically, 1.3, very easy one. If you read your textbook, you read any books, even my nota, it's actually a map. They give you a map about Southeast Asia country, and they will show you what are the Westerners they plan to take over our Asia Tenggara. Like we have Russia, America, British, England, Belanda, Portuguese, Perancis. Yeah, I remember got 6. Oh, German, 7. German. So total got 7 countries, and you see lah. They plan to take over where. This one normally they ask in structure. Objective. They normally will ask in objective. Structure maybe 1 or 2 marks only lah. They don't ask in essay one. So that's the reason why I did not put in your notes. I don't want to waste your time. But 1.4, okay, 1.4, this one I cannot guarantee. Because some teachers they ask, some teachers they don't ask. So let me tell you honestly, normally how they will ask you. They will ask you, what are the strategy used by the Westerners? Now, speaking of the Westerners, we have 3 Kuasa Barat take over our country before. Can anyone here can give me the 3 countries? We have 3 countries here. Take over our country. There are 3 Kuasa Barat. The very first one is actually Portuguese. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you forgot Portuguese. Then after that is the Netherlands, Belanda. And then the British. Now, let me be honest with you. If your teacher wanted to ask, a lot of people forgot about Portuguese. It's okay. Because he only used one strategy. Do you know what Portuguese use? Portuguese only use serangan physical. Yeah, that's the only strategy he used. That's why everybody forgot about him. He attacked Malacca, remember? You write down there, he attacked Malacca. That's the only thing. Yang lain, semua all this strategy, oh my gosh. All these strategies here is actually used by British and Belanda the most. British is the most. British use every single thing. But Belanda only use like serangan physical, pakatan, and perjanjian. Hey, sorry, perjanjian got double. Can you help me to slash off? Perjanjian got double, slash off. Total we only got 7 strategy. So your Belanda use this, pakatan, and perjanjian. That's all. And the rest is British. So let me be honest with you. If your teacher really want to test this in essay, they will ask you to explain what are the strategy used by Belanda and what are the strategy used by British. You need to tell me, okay, how do you explain this? So you need to tell me the contoh. Like you really need to give me the contoh. You need to give me the contoh and the maksud of all these strategies. Like example, British, you know they manipulate. You know they tipu hela. So you need to tell me, like what's the example? Example, tipu hela is only for who? For Penang, Francis Light. Example. Tipu hela only got one only. Don't give me other answers. Tipu hela only Francis Light at Penang. Example like that lor. You need to tell me, serangan, your British menggunakan strategi tipu hela. Contohnya, Francis Light tipu hela Francis Light terhadap kerajaan Kedah, Kesultanan Kedah untuk mendapat Pulau Penang. These are how your teacher ask you. Are you with me? So to be honest, 1.4, right? I don't feel like your teacher will test a lot. Even though they also test British and Belanda, I feel like you can handle on your own. So right now, let's do question 4. Chapter 1.1 and 1.2. Is it okay? Then after that, we need to move on to your chapter 2. Chapter 2, I know is the most difficult you guys feel. Okay, so everybody, I guess, ready? Ready for the whole thing here? Nah. For those who want to screenshot the whole page, screenshot now. See, guys, you learn to use this, what we call the revision checklist, okay? Good, everybody, if you are good, press 1. Let me know that you are good, then we shall move on. Are you guys ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's go. I will directly show you the answer. So you just screenshot lah. Of course, if you want to write, go ahead. Write, but if you cannot finish, screenshot first. Screenshot. Or maybe after seminar, you watch back the video. Okay. Now, everybody, when you go to the page number 5 onwards, this is page number 5, I think so. Let me see. I remember it's page number 5. Yep. When you go back to your page number 5, is it page number 5? Yep. Now, this is all your objective question. Oh, sorry, 4. When you go to your latihan, it's page number 4. All this is objective questions. You do it on your own, okay? So right now, I want to focus on your bahagian B and C, which is the one that a law school student, they cannot score well. The structure and the essay. So everybody, can you guys please look at page number 9 over here? Page number 9, I would like to focus on this part only. Part B. I know it's easy, but I just want to emphasize. Just now, remember I told you, you need to give me, when I say that memorizing the points, the huraian, you cannot memorize everything, understand. But don't give up. Okay, the thing is, don't give up. Okay, and don't just like, okay, I memorized this already, enough already, then the rest I give up. Again, don't give up every single section. So this is what I will do. I always tell, last time I use this to prepare for my SPM. So it works. It really works. Okay, and you need to trust it. Okay, so trust the process. So you need to memorize 2 to 4 points for every single fakta. What does it mean 2 to 4 points? Explain. Example, this question here is talking about the government system. And the picture already show you, we got 3 leaders, right? So this is the thing here. You need to tell me the 2 things, the 2 huraian for each leader. That's why I need 2 points. And you look at the question here. The question is 3 marks. To be honest, your teacher will not ask 3 marks only. So can I encourage you to slash off and write down 6 marks? 6 marks is the minimum. The 6 marks is the minimum. Sometimes the teacher will give you to 8 marks. Are you with me? Are you guys with me? So you see, this is how I tell myself. I cannot memorize everything. You know, sometimes the Sultan got a lot of points, right? Wow, I cannot memorize. 2 lah. 2 total is 6 marks already, ma. Okay lah, more than enough. Better than nothing. Better than I give up. Correct? So, yep. This is the thing here. I want to show you guys the 2 to 4 marks. Minimum 2. Die, you must memorize 2 points. Maximum 4. I mean, if possible, memorize everything. Okay? So, guys, let's look at here. When we talk about Sultan, you can see the information giving you negeri. This is so good, you know. This information is so good. They give you negeri. So, you need to tell me lah. Sultan is ketua negeri, 1 mark. For me, I will go for this one first. I will say Sultan merupakan ialah sebagai, up to you. Sultan is the ketua negeri, 1 mark. And then I will say Sultan symbolize lambang. Sultan merupakan lambang kedaulatan negeri. What is kedaulatan? Kedaulatan, this word, it means authority or power. Meaning your king has the power to power to control the states. Kedaulatan negeri. So the authority and the power. Number 1 and number 2. So this is what I will memorize. And then of course, if you want to memorize extra, why not? So you say that the king is the one that chooses the leader to manage the government, okay, and to do his to execute his order. Actually, this one got 4 marks there. So I repeat, your sultan melantik the pembesar. So to help him manage the government, number 1, 1 mark here. And then you tell me that the sultan need the leader to do his order, to execute his order. So this is another 1 mark. Now, right now, it's talking about pembesar. So we talk about sultan, we talk about pembesar. Now, pembesar got 3 answers there. So for me, I will go for this one. Pembesar is the leader that manage. Mentadbir means manage. The word manage. Number 2, pembesar is the one that menjaga keamanan dan kemakmuran. And point number 3, your pembesar is the one that membantu mengekalkan kedaulatan. Pembesar is the one that mengekalkan kedaulatan. Who is the kedaulatan, guys? Who has the authority and the power, which is the king? You see the repetitive part? Kedaulatan. Who is symbolizing the kedaulatan? The king. And then he is the one that support. This is how you memorize. Now for the penghulu is the ketua kampung. As a kampung leader, he delivered the message. He is the one that delivered the order from the king to the people. Because back then the connectivity is not that good. Back then the social media not so good, in fact, there's no social media lah. The only method to get the information is actually reading newspaper. Yeah lor. So if you cannot read, right, you are buta huruf, right? So that's why you need leaders. You need someone to report it to you verbally. So that's the reason why kampung leader very important. Like a middleman. Are you guys good? Hello? Are you all good here? So this is your essay, page number 9. Can you help me to screenshot it? I will select a few to answer, not all. So for those of you, if you are done, please press 1. We shall move on to the second part. Second question I want to discuss is about education. It's about education. Let's go to the next page here. Again, I don't think your school teacher will ask 3 marks question. Example like this one here, this one like asking you to compare. They say compare the informal and formal education. Hello, informal and formal, so many things you need to explain. So confirm 6 marks one. 6 marks is the minimum. It can be 8 marks, you know. Now, then the second question is 4. So I want you guys to change. I want you guys to change the marks. And really, guys, I encourage you guys to give me extra answers. Now, let's look at the informal and formal education. Now, just now we mentioned, informal education is the early education started by the family, 1 mark. And you tell me that we learning the skill, 2nd mark. And the contoh is another 1 mark. You decide which contoh to memorize. So go back to the rules. Remember, I teach you guys so many things you cannot memorize, right? Minimum 2, maximum 4. And really, really, guys, in essay, you don't expect you write all these contoh, you will get 1 mark each. No. Everything, only 1 mark. So that's the reason why I'm asking you guys to memorize 2 is enough. You want to be like the 学霸, you know, the smart student, 4 lor. Are you with me? So now you guys understand why I said 2 to 4 points. It applies in all these parts. Okay? So you're telling me they learning skills, and what are the skills? For me, I will go for bercucuk tanam means plantation and menangkap ikan. I mean, I'll go for these 2 because I'm lazy, you know. Are good? Can you combine the points in 1 sentence? Actually, the answer is yes. But I know some of your school teacher, they want you to separate it. That's separated lah. So you just write kanak-kanak diajarkan kemahiran full stop. Contohnya, really, just write like this. Form simple sentence will do. And I know your teacher want the selain itulah, seterusnya lah, then you do for your teacher lah. Because not every single teachers, they want this kind of format. Really, some teachers, they are very chill one. They're very chill one. As long as you give me the points, I give you the marks. Yeah, some teachers. And then you need to say thank you to those teachers. But if your teacher want you to put the penanda wacana, do for them to make them happy. Okay? Now, point number 4. You need to tell me that how they deliver the message. How they teach the young people back then, the informal education. Just now, some of you telling me story. So you need to write this. Pendidikan tidak formal diajar melalui pantun syair. So you see, they diajar melalui pantun syair peribahasa pantang larang. Wait. So actually this one also got a lot of contoh. So if I'm you guys, I will write pantun syair, cerita, pebentuk, teladan dan pengajaran. I will go for these few answers. I will not write all. But of course, you're able to finish everything, that will be good. Now, pendidikan formal. Formal education is about religion, is about Islam. Okay? And what will you learn? Like, what are the things that you will learn? Is the ilmu Islam, Al-Quran and Hadith, cara bacaan solat. So for me, I will go for the first two. Ilmu Islam is the Islam knowledge, you guys know. Al-Quran Hadith is their Bible, okay? Christian, we are Bible. Then like for Al-Quran, they call Al-Quran the book lah. Cara solat means what? How they do prayers. Fiqh and usuluddin is like the basic knowledge for all the Muslims. It's like the beginner class. Like the first day you masuk Islam, you blur one you don't know how to pray, what direction to face at. All those basic beginner knowledge is called fiqh and usuluddin. So if you cannot remember this one, don't write lah. Okay? Reduce the mistakes. So for formal education normally located at where? So point number 5, point number 6. Formal education normally at masjid, surah, pondok, madrasah, and istana. I want to emphasize madrasah and istana. Madrasah is actually a school. If you direct translate into BM, it's called sekolah agama lo. And it's like a formal school. It really like a formal school, got class. And then like it's more like a secondary school, or even like a college. Yeah, the system, the format is like high school or even like college, the system. the way they manage the school. Now, Istana, remember Istana, although here it mentions that, it is a formal education place, but it's only open for those politicians, nobles, kings. Because in the palace, they learn about Islam, of course, and they learn about management, government management skills. So it's about politics. This is the thing that I want to highlight here. Okay? Because I worried that some of your school teacher will ask you this too. And I personally think that madrasah is more important. That's why I give you this question here. Pendidikan formal madrasah. I told you just now, madrasah is a school. It's like legit school, serious one. So you need to tell me point number one, they have the syllabus plan. Sukatan means syllabus. Number one, syllabus plan. Oopsie. Number two, they have classes. They have class. Number three, their classes got level one, beginner, middle, and khusus. Khusus means what? Special class, like higher level one. Specific class. That's what they call khusus. Special. Specific. Higher level normally is referring to higher level. Because the higher you go, the higher level you achieve, the more specific things you will learn. Example, like right now you learn everything, right? Wow, BM lah, this and that lah. But when you go to college, university, you learn very specific stuff. Okay? Then we got the headmaster, Mudir. Some of you just now mentioned Mudir. Is it this class or the morning, just now the class? Because I remember some of the students, they mentioned Mudir. Yeah lah. So you can choose to write Mudir or Guru Besar. I go for Guru Besar because it's easier. And then they got a financial department to collect the money. School fees, so it's like a legit school, very serious system one. So everybody, this is the important question that I think you need to focus and practice. Now, I teaching you the skill, how to score and the writing skills. And what you need to do at home is copy down the thing. Now, I know some of you, you're very lazy. You don't feel like copying. But can I really encourage you? Right now, you are doing this for yourself. It's not like you're trying to compare, like, you write a lot of things. It's like you're doing this for your result. Okay? And really, guys, some of you here, I know your study method. You are not a reading person. Stop lying to yourself. This is a lie. Don't listen to that. Don't tell yourself, don't think like, I read enough already. Read is not enough. You're already reading for past 3 years. Past 2 years, sorry, not 3. Past 2 years. You already tried the reading method. You read textbook and you think that you can score. No, it doesn't work. So it's time to copy all these keywords down. You're very lazy. You just copy the keywords. Whatever that I underline here is the keyword. Copy it down. And if your BM is very bad, learn the way. Look at the way how I form the sentence. Remember, simple sentence will do. Are you guys good? Okay. Now let's look at 1.2. Then 1.2 already, we go to we go to chapter 2 there. Okay. Oh, sorry, 1.2. 1.2, I want to go through revolutions, and also the essay. Now, revolution, I just want to go through this one, the part B. This is page number 11. Page number 11. I want to go through the revolutions. Because sometimes your school teacher very funny, they ask this only. In structure some more sometimes. Structure you cannot avoid. You need to answer. Now, Revolusi Perindustrian is about Britain, German, French, these 3 countries. Are you in it? You have a screenshot. Okay. Guys, faster. You need to be fast. No worries. Once again, you want me to slow down, press 3, If you are done, press 1. Are you all good? Now, if everybody good, shall we move on? Okay, let's go to the second page, which is the page number 11. 11 here, I just want to focus on Revolusi Perindustrian. Now, Revolusi Perindustrian, you need to know, the question is asking you, how did the revolusi perindustrian bring effect to the, memberi kesan terhadap kedatangan kuasa barat? Why they say that revolusi perindustrian causes, it brings impact to the Westerners come to our country? Like, why causing this impact? In other words, means you need to explain revolusi perindustrian is one of the factor that causes the Western come to our country. Explain now. Just explain. So everybody, it's very important for you guys to find the keyword. Sometimes the question very confusing one. They twist sentence here. The Malay words very confusing. Don't care. Ask yourself what this question asking you. Revolusi perindustrian. So you need to tell me revolusi perindustrian started at Britain, German, Perancis. And you see, because they go through revolution, so that's why they need to find a new location. They need tanah jajahan. They need bahan mentah. They need pasaran baharu. Did you realize just now we mentioned all the keywords there? I mentioned you need the raw material, you need the land, you need the market. And now what you need to do, you remember all these keywords, very good. Learn the way how I construct a sentence. Look at the way how I write the sentence. So you see, this triggers them to find new location, find new places, the place that has the resources. Bahan mentah. These are all the answers. 5 marks. Screenshot it, guys. If you don't want to screenshot, it's okay. The answer is already uploaded at the Google Drive there. Some of you just now asking me, where can you get the answer? You can go to the link that you get the Zoom meeting. Where you get the Zoom meeting link? Is it you press the link, right? You press the link, they bring you to the link tree. Then you select There's a folder down there. There's a selection down there saying that PDF notes and answers. The answers already uploaded. Are you guys good? Okay. Now, if you're done, let's go to the next page here. It's about this. Yes, the last one. The last one for your chapter 1. Then after that, we move on to chapter 2. Now, chapter 1 here, 1.2 is about the what? It's about the factors why the kedatangan kuasa barat, why the Westerners come to our country. But you can see this question is very specific. They're asking you to explain kedatangan kuasa barat in 16th century, and it's like specific factors. Specific factors. Now, guys, again, if the question asking you specific factors, right, then normally the question is like 2 to 4 marks or even 3 marks. Okay, sometimes. So again, did you remember I told you just now the rule 2 to 4 points here? Let me prove it to you. If let's say this is an essay question, you know essay question is 6 marks, but right now they break down into 3. So 3 marks is the pelabuhan, 3 marks is the pengumpulan barang. So right now you see, now you understand why I say 2 to 4 marks, 2 to 4 points. You memorize 2 to 4 points for each. The huraian, you memorize 2 to 4 huraian. It helps you to score in structure and essay. Now you see, confirm already. I got calculate one last time I studied SPM, I got calculate because I cannot finish everything. I'm not Superman. I cannot. Now I can because I am a teacher, I repeated so many times. But when I'm a student, I know my ability, I cannot. So I understand how you guys feel. But you need to really try my method okay? Try. So, okay, everybody, when they ask you the Pelabuhan Persinggahan, remember Pelabuhan is a port. A port for you guys to stop. Remember I say, ask yourself why they need to stop by. Why they need to stop? Why can't they just proceed? Continue saja lah. They stop because they want to wait for the angin monsoon to go away. Menunggu peralihan angin monsoon. They stop here is because there is a place for them to stop by. They want to trade with us or get water and food and repairment. Sometimes the kapal got wear and tear, got something spoiled already, they need repairment. Kemudahan membaiki kapal. Of course, you can see I put comma. In this case, your school teacher don't allow lah, I understand. So you just tell me Pelabuhan Persinggahan adalah untuk menunggu peralihan angin monsoon. You say that the kuasa barat, you say Pelabuhan Persinggahan memudahkan. Pelabuhan Persinggahan memberi bekal makanan air. Pelabuhan Persinggahan mempunyai kemudahan membaiki kapal. Just start your sentence simple. Start with this Pelabuhan Persinggahan, the word. Are you guys good?
And then this one, pusat pengumpulan, is collection. When we talk about collections, you need to remember the word China. They want to collect something from us so that they can exchange with China. Okay, so you remember China, they want what? China, they want all these resources. And all this you can get it from us. You can find all these resources in our Alam Melayu area, which is Southeast Asia. So that's why the British company, sorry, not the British only, the Western's company, Syarikat Perdagangan Barat, they need a center to collect all this raw material. And the center must not be far away. Okay, cannot be some random place. It must be strategic. And you cannot just say that, oh, kedudukan strategic. You must mention it's in the middle of the East and the West, which is India and China. So they say we need a center, and the center must be in the middle of India and China. That's how you describe strategic in Form 3. So remember, you are not Form 1, Form 2 anymore. Don't keep on telling me that our teacher kedudukan strategic. You will realize kedudukan strategic, these two words, is useless. You need to tell me and describe what does it mean strategic. In the middle between India and China. That is what we call strategic. In the middle of East and West, strategic. So in Form 3, you need to be more details. Good? 16th century. This is exactly a buku latihan question. No, I said one. Okay? Now sometimes okay, screenshot guys, 3, 2, 1, screenshot. So far, everybody, you know what to write in exam? You see the way how to score. Now, right now, you see, this is another difficult question that they want you to compare. And sometimes they did not give you the factors. You need to guess on your own. Example, I would say this one is quite challenging. They give you some random pictures here. A lot of people, they ask me, what is this? Actually, this is what? Rempah, resources, right, rempah ratus, the spices. So actually, this is one of the factor in your 16th century. The factors, 16th century and 19th century. 16th century is what? 16th century, this factor, the spices is actually referring to barang mewah. 16th century, the Westerners, they are here to shopping, to get the resources. Like what? All these are contoh. So you tell me barangan mewah 1 mark, and you tell me the contoh here. Contoh, you don't need to write so many lah. For me, I will go for rempah ratus, emas perak, hasil hutan, 2 marks. You write everything, also get 1 mark only. Second mark. And then you remember, they want to buy something, they want to exchange something from China, which is the teh. 4. Then for the 19th century, the factor over here is what? If you look closely, this is actually a car. So it means it's referring to the industry kereta. And remember, I told you just now, industry kereta, we talk about what? They need a lot of getah. They need getah to manufacture car, to produce car. Perusahaan means that to make the car. And then you say tayar, and then the cable. Penebat barangan electric is actually the cable, like the plastic. You see your cable today got the PVC cover. Yeah, last time they used getah to do the cover so that you don't get electric shock, You don't kena the electric thing. I guess good. This is the answer here. 2 to 4 points. That's what I mean. Okay? Everybody, you good? So yeah, this is your chapter 1. Guys, I know not enough time, so later I will delay a bit. So I will end late our seminar. If you feel like going, because I know you got family dinner or whatever, you feel like going, you can just leave. Then after that, watch back the video. Okay? Because I want to cover the whole chapter 2. At least the important part lah. Now everybody, I guess ready for the chapter 2? Can I? Yep, can. Okay, thank you so much for the responses. Let's go back to your checklist.
Now, I understand a lot of students, they are quite panicked when they read chapter 2. Like, they are like, oh my God, teacher, chapter 2 is talking about NNS. Right? Everybody, chapter 2 is talking about your negeri-negeri SELAT. This is what this is how I teach the student. When we talk about negeri-negeri SELAT, can you see? Three states here, then 1, 2, 3. Teacher can screenshot. You ask screenshot which one? The answer just now? You watch back video can ah? Can ah? You watch back video can ah? Because now I need to go through chapter 2 already. Okay ah? So later lah, later. Now everybody, let's look at this one here. Now, negeri-negeri SELAT. Now, this is how I teach the student. Negeri-negeri SELAT got 3 Malay words, so got 3 states involved. Your British take over 3 states. And it's very important for British. This is their very first time. So remember SPN. Singapore, Penang, Malacca. So my student, they all know. New student, take note. Now, the scary part is a lot of students tell me, teacher, I cannot remember all the stories. I cannot remember all the stories. Very easy. Tell yourself, you just need to know the why and the how. Why British take over Penang, Malacca, Singapore? Why British, how British take over Penang, Malacca, Singapore? So I already give you the question. Factor, Penang. Peristiwa, British meloloskan kuasa Penang. Factor, why? Peristiwa, how? Now, let me be honest with you. Sometimes your teacher don't use the exact word factor. They may use a very simple word. Mengapakah British berminat meloloskan kuasa di Penang? Simple word, simple question, simple word. Mengapakah? So you see the way how your teacher asks. Your teacher can ask you in different ways, but the answer is always the same. Why British they take over Penang? Because they use Penang as a collection center. Penang become a place for them to stop by, to wait for the Angin monsoon, to enjoy the facility. And the last one is the military base. Military base. Everybody? 1, 2, 3. The factor why? So you remember the 3 factor, 3 points idea, 3 marks idea. Then you just need to give me 2 huraian for each. They collect what? And what kind of facility they can enjoy there. And why they choose Penang as a military base. What happened to the previous military base? So you give me 2, 2, 2. 8 marks is there already. And how British take over Penang? You can see, guys, listen. Penang originally is not like alone. Originally, Penang is under who? Your Penang is actually under Kedah. So you need to always remember, you need to tell yourself, when they ask you how, or the process, or the incident, the story, you need to ask yourself, okay, British need to approach who? Right now, Penang is under who? Hey, you cannot simply just go and take people's land. You need to check the ownership first. This land is owned by who? So it's owned by Kedah. That's why they go and interrupt. They go and manipulate the perebutan takhta. Remember, your Kedah got the inherit issue, like the throne, right? They're fighting for the position. Internal issues are what we call. It's about the king. Perebutan takhta is about the king at Kedah. Ancaman Siam is actually the attack of Siam. That's why in this case, you must talk about Francis Light, Tipu, Hela. When we talk about Ancaman Siam, your Thailand attack Kedah and asking for bunga emas. So your Sultan go and approach the British to ask for help. And this is the moment your Francis Light, Tipu Hela. That's how they take over Penang. Slowly, bit by bit. Are you guys with me? For Singapore and Malacca also same thing. You need to know the why and the how. How they manipulate. So this is the strategy they use. Why they choose Penang? Why they choose Singapore? You see, after Penang, they take over Penang first. But after Penang, they still not satisfied. They choose Singapore. Why? Strategic. Of course, you need to elaborate. I told you.
Strategic is just the point. You need to elaborate. You need to elaborate telling me why Singapore is better. The location is good. And number 2 is because they use Singapore to collect the resources in our West Malaysia, so that it's easy for them to trade with China. So that time is not Francis anymore. That time is Stanford Raffles. Stanford Raffles was being sent by British government to go and take over Singapore. But Singapore is under who? Singapore is under Johor. Singapore is under Johor. That's why they approach Johor. They try to manipulate Johor and they take over Singapore. So this is the manipulation process. Recall back. So if you really cannot remember the manipulation at Stanford Raffles, example, some of you remember Francis, like, very good, then do latihan. Look at the way how you write and score in exam. The answer sheet is the important thing. You read the nota too long already lah. Nota too panjang already. Are you with me? Okay. Now, Johor, a lot of people, they actually forgot about Johor, Stanford Raffles. So you need to go through. If you really cannot remember, go through this. These are all the process. The why. The why and the how. Okay? The why and the how. Are you guys good? For Malacca, you just need to know the why. Because the how is actually the perjanjian. I repeat, to take over Malacca, you just need to know the why for 1.1, for 2.1, because the how is actually the perjanjian. So this is the why for Malacca. The why for Malacca and the how for Malacca. Why I keep on saying how? My brain cannot already. So why British are able to take over Malacca is because your Pakatan British Belanda. Your Pakatan British Belanda is actually linked to Perjanjian London. Everybody, are you guys good? So why your British take over Malacca? Because Malacca is good law, strategic law, and the reason why your British able to control Malacca is because your British Belanda, they have a collaboration. They have a kerjasama. So this is the reason why. Why they take over Malacca? Because they come together. They kerjasama. And how they take over Malacca is because of this perjanjian. So everybody, about the perjanjian, you need to know the syarat, the terms and condition, and the impact. The terms and condition and the impact. Regarding the terms and condition, this is wrong. Slash off. Sorry, typo. Slash off. And I want you guys to move this down. Because I copy paste the wrong thing. Sorry. Syarat British Belanda. Move this down. Are you guys good? So remember, in the agreement, Perjanjian London, your British and Belanda, they negotiated something. Like, you remember, they do the exchange land, and then they promise each other they will not interrupt their territory. Remember? So that's how they make the terms and conditions, the T&C, and they sign the contract, and you need to know what's the impact. The impact, number 1, from now onwards, our Alam Melayu area right now break down into two, like one is under British, another one is under Belanda. Malaysia is under British, Indonesia is under Belanda. Like our Malay land is being separated. Number 2, your Johor broke down their empire. Johor last time got Singapore lah, got the Riau Island lah, got Pahang lah, got Johor lah, so big. But now all broke down. Okay? And last one, you realize one thing. Your British take over SPM, the 3 area. So it takes over what? The whole Selat Melaka. The whole Selat Melaka stands for SPM. Singapore, Penang, Malacca. They take over 3 island, 3 port area ma. So basically they control the whole Malacca Straits. Okay, this is your 2.1 and 2.2.
You can see it's like directly related. So that's why I highlighted everything. Can you guys screenshot? Screenshot it now. Now, I know a lot of people they will focus this more, 2.1. But can I encourage you guys, be careful with 2.3 and 2.4. Because 2.1, to be honest with you, yes, it's true, your teacher will ask you guys something about Penang, Penang, Singapore, Malacca. But you think about it, your exam got so many chapters. Some of you exam until chapter 4, some of you exam until chapter 3. Your chapter 3 and chapter 4 got so many other states. Do you think your teacher will test every single state? No. No, it won't. So study smart, guys. Study smart. Listen, you listen to your teacher, what your teacher say. Your teacher confirm will emphasize about Penang or maybe Singapore or Malacca. So I will suggest you don't focus on this too much. I will really encourage you guys to ask this. Because if I'm a teacher, I will definitely ask this. Because I know you guys will start in the preparation of the Penang, Malacca, Singapore, and then other states. So I will focus this more. And this is so direct. This is so direct and easy to target in the essay. You understand what I'm saying? So remember, your British right now combine the 3 states become NNS. What is NNS? See? You're telling me combine. Gabungan. Teacher said that 2.3, 2.4 important. Correct? Because it's so direct, straightforward. Because Penang, Malacca, Singapore, they need to plan like how to ask, which one to ask, need to choose. This one no need to choose. Just ask, what is NNS? 1 mark. Gabungan. Combine Penang, Malacca, Singapore together as one. And what is the purpose? 2 marks here. Or if you want one more, you say easier to manage. So number 1 is menjimatkan perbelanjaan. Save the cost. Please don't write menjimatkan wang. Salah. Number 2, standardize. Standardize the management. Standardize the management. I guess good. See? Pop easy, directly. Like this already can set up can prepare a structured question. And the factor why, why or the importance of having NNS. This one, I tell you, this one can easily go to essay. Because this is whatever you see here is the point. If you elaborate a little bit more, you get 8 marks already. So total, when we talk about factors or the importance, is total 5 points. 5 factor, and you elaborate a bit, 5 huraian, 8 marks already. So why your British combine the 3 states together? So that they can control the whole Selat Melaka. And they make NNS become a pelabuhan bebas. When we say pelabuhan bebas means free. Free means what? Free of tax. And it's open for all. Meaning no tax. It's free. FOC, free of charge. I guess with me. And it's a place to collect the resources again. And they bring in the workers. That's why you can elaborate by saying that, that's why we got masyarakat majmuk, berbilang kaum. And lastly, they got money, funds. So that they can continue develop the economy. Correct? So, these are the 5 points. And you give me the huraian each of it. You can easily score for essay. But you need to remember all these keywords first. So always remember, the reason why your British combine these 3 states together is really because of money. Look at it. It's everything about money. It's about money. Okay, they give you free stuff, free tax, no tax. You think what? Attract more businessmen, attract more people to visit. You see, they collect more resources. Is it for money? Yeah. They bring in workers. Yeah, it's true. They need to pay more money to the workers. But ultimately, more manpower, more people to work for you. You earn more money again. You got investments. Penanaman model means funds, 投资. Money. More money coming in. So it's everything about money. And when we talk about the management, guys, 2.4 is about the management. Why British? How did the British manage? In the beginning, it's actually under this company called SHDI. Remember, City is actually a company. So they manage everything lah. You see, they got the governor, leader. But after that, this company shut down already. Close. So change to Pejabat India. But your India company, India office got so many problems, cannot manage well. They say no ability. 没有能力, no ability. Wow, a lot of problems at India lah. And this causes a lot of people that are unhappy. A lot of people, they are unhappy with this office. That's why they complain. They make a complaint. And right now we are under Pejabat Tanah Jajahan. And you need to know why. The why is important. Now, this is how I remember why we changed to Pejabat Tanah. Oh my gosh, sorry. My Apple Pencil not functioning. Why from India they moved to Tanah Jajahan? The reason you can memorize like this. Because of the money and the safety. It's really because of money and safety. Right now, I show it to you. Total, we got 5. Number 1, it talks about the law. They say there's no NNS representative in the meeting to discuss about the law. And the law is related to what? Hey, imagine your area have no law. Or maybe the law is not protecting your rights, your benefit. Because you see, they say that no NNS leader means what? You are letting an outsider to decide a law for your country. Do you think it's safe? I don't think so lah. Imagine you let Bangla to decide Malaysian law. Is it a good thing? I'm not looking down at Bangla, but you know lah, Bangla is a worker from, like, we hired from outside. They are not local people here. And they decide the law for our country. It's not safe at all, okay? That's why they complain. That's why they say, oh my God, this India office is not good. It's not good. They are not protecting us. Number 2, your India office did not settle failed to settle the Rompakan issues. And there's so many fight. Like you know, the workers are fighting, then Rompakan cases. How? Safety issue. So you see, it's about the safety issue. That's why it's serious, you know. Imagine people say that NNS is not safe. Your area is not safe. Who wants to travel to your country and trade with you? Don't forget, we rely on the pelabuhan trading. NNS is a place to trade. They are born, they are formed to trade. And now people say that, wow, your country is not safe, I don't want to go already. That's why your British was like, hey, come on lah, I need to settle this safety issue. And number 3 is about the money. Wow, the money, come on. Originally it's dollar Spaniel, but right now they changed to rupee. Rupee become the currency. Who wants rupee? Hello, you compare to dollar Spaniel and rupee. People want dollar Spaniel. But now they say no, change to rupee. That's why people rejecting. Number 4, the taxes. Tax. They start to charge tax. This is going against what they said previously. Previously, they said pelabuhan bebas means free tax, no tax. Now you suddenly ask me to pay tax. Ui, ini tipu, cheating, liar. You say no tax, now suddenly when I come to your country, you charge me tax. What is this? So that's why they go against. And last one, it's also about safety and also money. Your India office throw all the prisoners to our NNS. They make us become a place full of prisoners. Bantuan means prisoners. We become a place, tempat buangan bantuan. Bantuan means prisoner. They throw all the prisoners to our area here. So it's not safe and people will not travel here to trade. So no money. So this is how I remember. It's about the money and the safety. So when we talk about money and safety, you need to remember this key word first. These are the word that must pops up in your mind when we talk about the reason why they move. You don't memorize the full sentence first. You memorize the key word first. Are you guys with me? So really, guys, I really want to encourage you guys, don't focus too much on 2.1. Remember, I teach you the rule. 2 to 4 points, enough already. And then you move on to 2.3 and 2.4. 2.3 and 2.4, sometimes are more important than the 2.1. Your teacher asked this. This one can be an essay. So you put star star. Can be an essay. This one, factor, can be an essay. Another essay. 8 marks here. Are you guys with me? Okay, so I know some of you, you're very worried about your essay, about the chapter 2.1. So I will show you an example. I will show you and guide you an example. So go to page number 15. Go to page number 15 over here. Oh my God, where's my notes? Sorry, I already flipped to the page, but still not. Wait, 15, yep. 15. We look at one essay, and then we closing soon. Very fast. Okay, very fast. Now, page number 15 over here. This is talking about how British take over Penang. But you see, the question, they did not tell you so direct. They just tell you, oh, please explain the problems faced by Kedah. Actually, the answer is the same. This question and this question is the same thing. Bagaimanakah British mendapat Penang? They use this strategy, manipulasi, But right now, they directly tell you, oh, please explain all these problems. The first problems, ignore the Mandarin word, sorry. The first problem is about fighting for the position, remember? The perebutan takhta at Kedah. And then the second one is the ancaman Siam, the Siam attack. Correct? Now, the first one here, when we talk about the perebutan takhta, you need to elaborate what is happening in Kedah, and they're fighting for the throne. So you need to tell me that the king, the old king, is called Sultan Muhammad Jiwa. You need to remember the king's name, so no choice. Okay? Because there's so many Sultan Kedah, so which one you are referring to? So Sultan Muhammad Jiwa, he appointed the son, Tunku Abdullah, to become the future king, which is the Raja Muda Kedah. But the royal family is not happy. That's why they berpakat dengan Bugis to go against the king. This is the problem. See? So you need to remember all these people's names. So your sultan starts to approach SHTI, the British company, to ask for bantuan ketenteraan. Are you guys good? And this is the funny thing here. Like this, you get 3 marks a D. Like this, you get 3 marks a D. And point number 4 and 5 here, this is the funny thing. SHTI, the shitty company, you can write short form. If your school teacher already mentioned no short form, then you write full name. Syarikat Hindia Timur English. Okay? If your teacher cannot lah. So your SHTI right now sending a leader to go and talk to the king. Okay? Like negotiate lah. Okay? Because they asking for help so they go and negotiate, berunding, discussion. But the whole discussion failed ultimately. Because your SHTI go and tell the Sultan, Sultan, you want me to help you? Can. But I cannot guarantee I can protect you. I cannot give you the guarantee. Now, what he say is the truth lah. But it's a harsh truth for the Sultan. You see, the Sultan asking for help because they want security, they want the support, they want the protection. But now the SHTI says what? Oh, I can give you the tentera. I can give you the battleship, the soldier, the army, but I cannot guarantee whether you will be safe or not lah. I cannot guarantee that. So that's why the Sultan was like, wow, since you cannot guarantee, Edward Monton, I reject you. I don't want to. So they missed the chance. Your British missed the chance. Missed the chance to take over Penang. But it's okay. We got a second problem here, which is your Thailand. Now your Thailand requests. Menuntu means they request the bunga emas. They request back. Because previously, by right, Kedah should give them, but they didn't give. So right now, they come back, they request back. So your Sultan feel threatened, the gugat. So again, they go and find SHTI, the British company, and you can see he's very desperate. You can see that Sultan Kedah very desperately, they need the help, they need the support. They offer Penang to British. They say, SHTI, as long as you give me the support, I offer you Penang. You just need to give me the bantuan and protect me, please. I'm asking you to help me. I will give you you see, they ask and they offer. Now, at that moment, they haven't meet the leader. They haven't meet the SHTI leader, but they saw Francis Light. That's why they're asking Francis Light to pass the message. And this is the moment you see how Francis Light tipu hela. So guys, this is the factor. This is the factor. Sorry, the factor, not the how. The factor. Factor British mendapat Penang. But you see, sometimes the question they don't ask like this. They ask you, oh, very general way. Explain the issue. You need to remember, it's about Penang. It's about SHTI. It's about the king. Are you guys good with this one? This is how your teacher asks you. The answer is always the same, but the way they ask you is different. Screenshot, guys. One last before you go. It's about your Francis Light and the Stanford Raffles. Sometimes your teacher very bad. They give you comparison. They want you to compare the Francis Light and the Stanford Raffles, how they take over respective land. So you don't need to tell me all the grandmother story. Just tell me directly, what did he do? So Francis Light, he promised SHTI that he will use, he promised, remember, Francis Light realized that Penang is a very good location. And he promised on behalf that SHTI will fulfill all the terms and conditions that the Sultan requests. Remember, the Sultan says what? You help me, you give me bantuan ketenteraan and protect me, I will give you Penang. So your Francis Light promised that SHTI will give. So your Sultan was happily offering, give the Penang to the Francis Light. And that's how your Francis Light take over Penang. Change the name. Penang become Prince of Wales Island. And then Georgetown, the city that he stayed at is called Georgetown. Actually, you mentioned until here enough already. Of course, you want to continue tell me the whole process. Oh, after that, when the Thailand attack, they go and ask for the help. Bantuan ketenteraan, kena tipu. You want to tell me the full story also can. But if you don't want, it's okay. Up to here, enough already. How about Stanford Raffles? Stanford Raffles, they want to take over Singapore. Singapore is related to Johor. So, you need to tell me, they go and find the Johor leader called Temenggong Abdul Rahman. At first, they signed agreement with that. So, this agreement is to approve British stay in Singapore. But after that, they realized, seterusnya, they realized that they need the approval of the Sultan, not the Temenggong. Temenggong is just a leader, like a pembesar, like a manager, managing. So at first they thought they signed the contract already, they can stay at Singapore. But mana tahu they need the approval. Pengesahan means approval of the king. And this is the moment they manipulate the royal members' issues. Memanipulasi perebutan takhta Kesultanan Johor. And that's how they meet up with the Tengku Husin. And they try to make Husin become the new Sultan so that the new Sultan will approve the agreement. Are you guys good? So do you need to tell me the full story? Sometimes no need. You just tell me the core, the important thing. So you need to be very alert. The reason why and the how. Are you guys with me? So this is basically asking you how. Cara is asking you the how. Again, 2 to 4 marks here. You don't memorize everything. So everybody, I will stop at here. I'm closing now. Is there any question you want to ask before I close? Once again, the answer sheet already uploaded. And really, guys, you need to practice on the writing part. Because you see, sometimes the notes, they very direct factor. Oh, factor pemindahan. Factor British, Francis Light take over. You see, very direct. But in the question, they ask in a different way. And then this is the reason why you panic in exam. And this is the reason why you cannot score. So now, everybody are good? Now, if you guys are good, that's all from me today. Thank you and sorry for the delay. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. 再见. Bye-bye. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. I think we are the last one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.